Yep, I know it's been a minute. I know. Vibe Show 97.9. We are back in the mix. Back though with another amazing exclusive. Y'all already know that's all we bring y'all. Is the hottest guest on the planet. Super gassed up and excited about this interview tonight. We've been waiting on this one, and guess what? It's finally here. So y'all make sure y'all get your popcorn ready, get all your little amenities or whatever you got to get ready or whatever because it is going down. Y'all already know the vibes. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Ooh. Yup, y'all already know the vibes. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King, back with another amazing episode. Super excited about this one. And we've been having a lot of people that's been waiting on this one. Got a few emails in, fan emailed in, super excited. I'm excited. They excited. Everybody's excited about this queen right here. I'm talking about multi-award winning actress, spoken word artist as well. I'm gonna try to see if I can get her to drop us a couple little bars. I don't know if she's gonna do it. Don't hold me to it, but we gonna try. Now y'all know how I do it. I'm talking about the very lovely Jennifer Figuereo. I probably said it wrong, but guess what? She told me I can get away with that. We're gonna get it in. Let's get her in here. There she go. What's up?
Well, hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Super excited that we are doing this right now. We're supposed to done it once before, conflict, all this different stuff in this little
Yeah,
entertainment business that we're in, but we are getting it right now. And we just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come vibe out with us.
I'm happy to be with you guys. So I was looking forward to this. I was waiting to make it happen again. And we're here and let's do it.
Absolutely. Now, I got to start off with, how was your day? Because I know, in your world, it's so much going on, always moving around. We know how this entertainment business is. So how has your day been so far?
My day has been busy. I was doing an actors workshop at the Queen City, New Jersey Film Festival here in Jersey Plainfield. And it was fun, but it takes time and we run a little behind. And so, but now I'm here in the car making it happen.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Them sacrifices being made, man. We're sacrificing to make things happen, and that's what we're doing. Now, digging into your story, I definitely thought that it was very interesting, and amazing. So we definitely want to jump in the time machine and go back because I want fans to definitely be able to get to know you better, be able to tap in with all the amazing things that you have accomplished thus far in your career. So I want to go back now. You're from the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
I want to start there. Basically talking about, what was it like? I've never been there. And I want to know what was, growing up there like for you.
Okay, so as we know, Dominican Republic is in the Caribbean and is considered a third world country. And so, it was really free living
Mm,
there as a child. I was there until I was 12. When I say it's free, it's because kids get to play outside. They
right,
get to use their imagination. They get to run and climb trees and create games out of rocks and sticks. All that cool stuff.
right,
The lights are not on 24/7 over there either. You have a specific time where the lights are on, and then the lights are off, and so you have nothing else but to go outside and play and be creative. And that's
right.
where my creativity came from, actually, from being outside and being creative and exploring and experiencing things in life.
Right, right. Now, that and that's great because a lot of people I look at today's generation and then I kind of look at our generation. Of course, we're a little bit more seasoned, meaning older. And I look at kind of like the comparison. I do like comparisons to, I don't know if you have kids or not or whatever, but I kind of look at like the way that the younger kids or this generation is kind of growing up or whatever. It was a blessing to be able to have that childhood.
Mhm.
And with you saying that, it makes me reflect back and appreciate being able to actually, play outside. We didn't have the devices like that to distract us. We really, had that physical interaction with, learning, and that worked without developing our, skills with interacting with people and being able to communicate, make friends and stuff like that. And now, we got these devices and
Mm.
they all distract. How do you feel about that? Do you ever reflect back on looking at like your childhood compared to like today's?
Definitely, I always do, because I'm guilty of being on my device too much sometimes.
Right. We all
Just
are.
the way life is now. And
Right.
sometimes you have to tap out of it. Sometimes you gotta be like, wait a minute, no, 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 no. Let me disconnect from this and actually sit down and enjoy what's outside.
Right.
One thing that I learned when I lived in the Dominican Republic as a child is that at nighttime, when there was no light, you will go outside and you have the light of the moon and the stars.
Mm,
And basically that's where my love for poetry and writing came from. Being
really?
outside as a kid, yeah, just contemplating the stars, because there's no light pollution when the lights are off, and so
Right.
you get to see trillions and trillions of stars in the sky in the nighttime, and then you get to see the moonlight, and then you just kind of like, you get inspired, you're being awe. Usually when the lights are off in Dominican Republic during nighttime, you either play hide and go seek, or you sit down around and tell stories. We call it
Mm,
cuentos. Cuentos are little story times. And
cuentos.
yeah, cuentos is little story
Okay.
times.
Okay. I'm learning something here.
So yeah, you go storytelling. You play your jokes. You do, So it's definitely different from the youth of today. Um, some youth of today actually can be creative, and others, using technology, of course, and others
Mhm.
just don't know how to connect to others, which is really sad.
Right.
As far as being able to articulate your words and being able to kind of express yourself in different ways,
Right.
towards your parents, towards your friends, that kind of stuff.
It's interesting you say that too. I was going to ask you because, you're you're very educated. I wanted to ask you, like, as far as the educational system over there, when you were growing up, was it real strong, or did you have to kind of improvise things, or what was that like?
And no, over there it was really strong. They're really tough. The
Mm,
teachers are very tough. School is really, really important over there. So you need to do your homework. About the time I was growing up, my teacher was like, listen, if you don't do your homework, you put your hand out and they will hit you with a ruler.
right.
Wait, that's child abuse, but you know what? If you didn't do your homework, you put your hand out, they hit you with a ruler, you didn't do your homework. One, two, three, four, five. Sit down and go finish it.
Right, right.
You know?
But you develop discipline now.
Yes.
Just looking in today's time, one would consider it child support. But I mean, I remember a time where they used to send papers home or whatever for your parents to sign to
Oh,
give the principal permission to paddle you. When you were out of line or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, I mean, like, I definitely get it, and I think that attributes to some of our success and some of our discipline now. When we look back on it, we understand it a little bit better now, and probably help shape and mold us a little bit more better too.
Yeah, not to get political, but right now we are in a crisis when it comes to education. We are
Yes,
in a crisis,
absolutely.
you know. Nobody really cares about what's going on in the schools at the moment, about the educational system, what's happening, what the kids are learning, the things that they shouldn't be learning, they should be edited out, and the things that need to be added to the books because the books are outdated. They're
Yeah,
not, substantial when it comes to history as well. So
right. I definitely agree with you on that. So now let's talk about the inspiration. What inspired you to or what was that thing or person that may have inspired you? I'll say where the magic began, that where you were like, thinking about being an actress, or I understand where the spoken word come from, but the acting part of it, though, would you attribute that to looking up at the stars, or something you may have seen on TV, or somebody might have inspired you? Let's talk about that a little bit.
yeah, I do attribute as well the acting to spoken word because spoken
Mhm.
word is something that you perform on stage.
Right.
So you're on stage and you perform to a crowd of people. You portray and channel your energy, your emotions, your thoughts through your words, and you connect with the audience. So, it's kind of a transformation as well
Hmm.
when you're performing spoken word as when you're doing acting. 'Cause they're kind of
Right.
like similar. So most of the spoken word artists that I know, they do kind of, go to that route as well, the acting route.
Right.
So, mhm.
Right. Now that's interesting. At what point would you say was the start of it, though? Because
Oh my
you can
gosh.
inspire to we inspire to want to do a lot, especially young. We have dreams, and we see all these different things, and we want to inspire to be that. But then also too, having that courage and actually really getting in that space to start taking the
Yeah.
necessary steps to move forward towards that. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So, I I was in college. I actually have a degree in biology. I was studying biology because I wanted to be a dentist.
What?
Oh, yeah. And my friend was taking an elective and she was like, take this elective with me. And it was introduction to acting. And I'm like, introduction to,
Wow.
what is this? And then, I took it and I liked it. And then I started doing music videos. I don't know how it's just the universe just worked in my favor during that time as well. Like somehow I got connected with someone and I started doing music videos. I mean, some of the music videos are still on YouTube, but they're pretty old. Like I have one music video with OGC, the original Gun Clappers in New York from Duck
What?
Down Records. Yeah, it's called Bounce to Dance, I believe. It's still you can still find it. I did some with Method Man and Redman, with Big Pun and Jay. Like I started doing it that way, and
Right.
then I was forced in front of the camera by another friend that forced me to do. That movie Shaft with John Singleton, the
Yes,
one.
absolutely.
Yes, I was actually put into an audition that you need to come to this audition. Blah blah. I mean, like, what do you mean an audition? Come to the audition. So they put me in the audition in front of John Singleton, and I actually, he casted me in a small role, but you could still see me there, and I was like, I like this. You mean I could do this and get paid and showcase some other part of my art and my creativity through here? And then as time went on, I started learning and understanding even more what acting really means. And to
Right.
me, acting is like more of exchanging my energy with you and being able to transform into something else, into someone else, to where I can channel my energy through that character and move someone or touch somebody,
Mm,
connect with someone through my energy, through my acting, and through the lens.
right.
It's very powerful stuff. you can influence so many people through that. Some people don't get it, and others do. You know,
Right.
the older I get, the more I understand it. So
So I guess it's safe to say that we owe your friend or your friend play a big role in this whole thing in this place where we at right now. So we got to give a shout out to her,
yeah,
and event we got to give her her flowers, please. Can we
def-
shout her out?
definitely. Don't be afraid to try new things. That's what I say, because that's how it happened to me.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I think that's dope. So now, as far as the language barrier thing,
Uh-huh.
talk
Goodness.
to me about that. You know, what because you speak fluently, has that always been the case, or you had to learn? Talk to me about the difference
Yes.
with
So when
that.
I first came to this country with my brother, we came after my mom. My mom came first, and we were left in DR. And then when she was able to afford to bring us over, then she did. We didn't know any English. We basically just kind of somehow learned how to survive. And we watched a lot of American TV. I remember that when we first came here, we came to the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and there was only like four Latinos in the whole school.
Right,
And so they had to pull out my cousin from the other class to come and explain to me, or my brother, what is the teacher trying to say. And it was just a basic survival. That's what it was about, surviving. And somehow I learned the language, and it's just, I still have my accent, and I am proud of my accent because people happen to love my accent.
right.
And so, you know, I'm here and I'm bilingual, and I'm a woman with curves and thick hair, and here I am, you know.
And definitely blessed, you know what I mean, and it definitely all goes into the package, and because you also can fall into those roles that need that
Mhm.
language, you know what I mean, speak, so you kind of like a double triple threat, you know what I mean,
I
so
hope so.
I think that's super super dope. um Let me ask you this, being an actress, and you know having that spoken word ability, would you say that also kind of gave you an edge in the game too when it came down to acting? Because like you said, you were already kind of doing some things, music videos, you were doing the spoken art, were mastering your craft with that, and then going into this acting space, you already kind of have the comfortability of speaking in front of people
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Would you say that kind of helped you a little bit more?
Of course, it definitely helped me more because I was already used to being in front of a crowd of people. Um, Being in front of the lens is a little tricky though, and I had to learn that the hard way. But nonetheless, spoken word definitely helped me via performance and via channeling my emotions. Because when you're performing spoken word, you're performing your poetry. It's an emotional thing. You're coming. Something that's coming from within, from your heart, from your soul, and you're sharing that with people. And the same thing for me. I apply that into acting as well. You know,
Right.
so words for me are powerful, basically. So when you give me a script, I need to understand what the word actually is trying to say, and then you're able to portray that word in a specific ways, because you could say words in different tones, and
Right.
different tones mean different things because they're different levels, different
Right.
vibrations. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. What would you say though has been the most challenging thing for you in the acting space though? If you can share some of those
Hmm.
things for any inspiring actor or actress that's trying to get in this game or trying to figure it out, or just might be basing their thoughts of trying to do this on the things that they see on TV, the way that you
Hmm.
guys make it look so easy, but kind of give us some of the challenges though that you may have faced early on in the game.
Oh yeah. So the first things first, you need to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to be comfortable. You need to really have confidence, because this world will chew you up and spit you out if you don't withstand the fire. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
It takes a lot of work, a lot of, like I said, inspiration from within yourself. um, The work ethic needs to be on point because it's going to be so fast and you're going to be like, what is going on, what's happening,
Right.
um just really feel confidence within yourself. And if that's something that you struggle with, then just put yourself in an uncomfortable environment, because when you put yourself in an uncomfortable environment, then your survival mode skills come out, and then you are
Right.
definitely going to be able to kind of grow and learn more and understand yourself more when you're in front of a production, of film or TV or whatever it is. So
Right.
confidence and comfortability is, and believing in yourself definitely is key.
Right.
Everything else comes easy after that.
As a beautiful woman, in this entertainment business or whatever, can have its advantages and also its disadvantages too. I ask you guys these questions, primarily women, because we know in this entertainment business it's kind of male dominated, and there's more challenges, which is transcending over to the where the women are coming more powerful and more dominated in this business as well. Um, any words of encouragement that you can give women, or different things that you may have put in place to be on guard and protect yourself as well, for any inspiring actresses that's thinking about getting in this business, or are already in the business already, that may have faced some challenges?
Yeah, definitely do your homework. I suggest to do your homework and study. If you get casted in a project, make sure that you study the company, the director, the business aspect of it as well, as far as like the rules. How are you getting paid? How are you being protected? Your
Yes.
comfortability level of being around just mainly male figures, and
Right.
how can you be protected as well when you're in a specific setting? you know that's also very important. Don't be afraid to speak out and speak of what you need at that
Mhm.
moment as well, and what you don't want to do. You can express, like if there's like a makeout scene or something like that and you're not comfortable with that, definitely express that and talk to your to your director and the producer, and see how you guys can level to a certain specific part of to where you can agree on something.
Right.
Those things are very important,
Yeah,
especially for the women in the industry.
I
You got.
really appreciate you touching on that, because I feel like it is a issue, and it is a thing. I mean, it's no sense of acting like it's not a thing. And like you said, you know I don't want people walking into these situations just basing it on the after scenes of what you're seeing after things are all put together. It's still a lot of challenges and different things that we all face in this entertainment business.
Mhm.
And it's just good that we be transparent about things, and just let people know. And if we can save somebody or protect somebody or give somebody some good advice that could help them along the way, then I always like to share those things. So I really appreciate you sharing and dropping those gems for me. Some of your inspirations though in the acting world, and some of your spoken word inspirations, old or today.
Yeah, so for my spoken word, for my poetry, I really, um, I have many inspirations. One of them that pops on in my mind right now is Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda was a beautiful sonnet writer, and he focused on love, on the astros, the universe, that kind of stuff. And that is part of my writing as well. I write a lot about romance and chemistry and physics and the universe, and that is something that I enjoy. So he definitely inspires me a lot. Um, as far as acting, most of the women that are in the film industry inspire me, because it's just so hard for women to be able to get to where we are right now, and women fought so hard to get here. I know that
Right.
back in the day it was something where women were paid less, or women were looked down upon, or women were forced to do things that they didn't like doing, but because they were women, they were being forced to, if you want to be in this movie, you're going to have to do this, or you're going to
Right.
have to follow this rule, you know and so we have evolved so much, and we have become so strong now that we're able to do our own films. I mean, there's a big community of women filmmakers now. The female filmmaker community is pretty strong and thriving at the moment, and I can't wait to get to be part of that as well. I'm writing my own stuff as well, and hopefully in soon I can get to be producing my things and directing my things and just put it out there for people to see. So this is time for women to do their own projects and just to put it out there, you know.
Well, I tell you what, being that we are building this relationship, I'm definitely gonna come and get me an audition in
Of
or whatever when
course.
you start dropping these super bomb movies and writing these dope
Yes.
scripts. If you think it's a script that might fit me, I
Oh,
don't have a problem with coming
listen,
in
I
and
wrote it down. It's here.
doing a reading. Exactly. Come in there and get that thing knocked right on out. So now you have been featured in some international television shows. I mean, you've been showcased in a lot of short films and stuff like that. What's been your favorite though? Like, what's been your favorite thing? Is it television or is it film? Which one really you just get really excited about?
It's hard to pick because they're both totally two different things. They do not function the same, and the acting is totally different. But I have to say film.
Film.
I have to say film because in film I get to express more of my emotions, and I get to play and study characters and other beings that I can build and portray, and live in that world for a moment.
Right.
So yeah.
So let me ask you this though: is it with roles in different roles that you played and had to be in for quite some time?
Mhm.
Has it been difficult for you to turn it off though?
For me, it has not been difficult to turn it off because you know I so I learned to be around my plants. I'm a plant lady. I'm a plant mom. I have tons of plants, and I have tons of plants, and I like to be in nature. So when I need to disconnect from something or I need to breathe out something, I just sit around my plants and allow that energy just to kind of cleanse me out. I light up my Palo Santo, my incense. I do my singing bowl. All of those things that will help me disconnect from whatever character it is. It does take maybe like a couple of days just because you're so used to being in that energy and
Right.
go 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 go. But once the production is over, it's just very important to cleanse yourself out of whatever that is, whatever energy you picked up. I mean, it's important to cleanse yourself anywhere you are, honestly. Like for me, when I'm in a large crowd or I'm in an event or something, when I come home, I light up my Palo Santo, I light up my incense, and it's kind of like whatever energies I pick up, just release, let them go,
Right.
because it's not me.
Right. You know, I love asking you guys that particular question because is that me or is that your
I don't
side?
know. I have no idea where that's coming from. It went away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gone now. Ah, there it is again. Weird.
that's never. Yeah, it's probably the energies that I'm talking about. It's
Uh,
like they're like, you're talking about me. Let me come over here.
right. I,
See?
um, it's I always get a different response from you guys whenever I do ask that question though, because I interviewed I interviewed a horror guru and telling me, he played in these horror movies and stuff. And he was telling me about one um, particular movie that he played in, Disney DJ, and he was just telling me that he, as good as he is, just had a problem with certain things in the script that he had to do. And he tried to challenge the producer on it and stuff like that. And he was like, he just really had a problem with it. Have you ever had any situation where it was something that you just had a problem with in a role?
Is it me or is it you? You hear it?
Yeah, I hear. Are you using like a Bluetooth or?
No, it's just my phone. But like when you talk, it happens. Like if I talk, it doesn't go. But when you talk, it comes up. So I don't know who it is.
Hmm.
See, it's like static because I don't know why. But anyways, I did hear the question, and if you keep doing horror films and horror films and horror films, your psyche switches a little bit because you have to be in a dark place to be able to do those things. You have to change your mind into and put yourself into a dark place. And so yeah, you need to definitely cleanse. You have to cleanse. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Oh, hmm. Now I can't hear you. I can't hear you again.
How about now?
I hear you now, yeah, but it's static. What is that? They don't want to
I
be.
don't, I don't know what
Let
that
me
is.
be great. Let me be great here. What's going on?
I'm in the studio. I don't. Hello.
I hear you. I don't know what it is. Is it me? Hmm.
It's. It wasn't doing that at first,
No, it wasn't. I
and
just
it
don't know.
seems like it's. I'm talking.
Oh, I apologize for this. I had no idea that.
No, no, no. It's okay. We're gonna figure this. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick. You guys make sure y'all keep it locked in. It's the Top Show 97.9. We will be back with more. Jennifer Figuereo. I'll keep it locked in.
Company, a black, female-owned boutique cigar company offering one-of-a-kind, hand-rolled cigars from proprietary blends created specifically for Pink Smoke by the J. Will Cigar Company. Their exotic recipes are blended from various regions of Nicaragua, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, the Dominican, and Honduras. What's certain is you'll experience the most unique, even fresh smoke your palate has yet to discover. They're so hot, they were the premier brand ambassador at the 2022 Men's Style Gifting Suite for Super Bowl 56. For more information, go to pinksmoke4u.com. That's pinksmoke, the number 4, letter u.com to experience Pink Smoke's sexy, classy cigar culture. Contact L Group PR Agency for bookings and events.
And we're all back. Back with the very lovely Jennifer Figueroa. I'm working on it. See, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm working on it, and I am definitely going to get it. So now let me ask you this. Can you hear me?
I hear you clear now. Yes, it's really
All
good.
right, perfect, perfect. We are back, and I want to ask you this now. Projects that you have coming up. Let's talk
Mhm.
about that because I know you went to an amazing workshop today. You're constantly doing things. Now at the workshops, when you're doing the workshops, are you um giving gems out or like talk to me about the workshops. How does the workshops work?
Yeah, so the workshop works like this. It's a few people in the panel. You could have actors like me, directors, writers, and we have the other actors that come in to be part of the workshop to learn from us. Basically, we give them scripts, sides, scenes, and they have a few minutes to study the scenes and then come up and perform the scenes. And then from there, we kind of critique what they've done. We suggest new things to them. We kind of just talk about the flow of the scene, that kind of stuff. Mhm.
Right, right. What's been the most exciting role that you have played in?
Um, so the most exciting role today that I have played is her name is Perla. It's from the
Mhm.
movie Rub, R-U-B. It just came out actually. I won the best actress in a feature film because of that role this
Now wait
year.
a minute. Wait. You're not gonna run past that now. Congratulations on that. You're not gonna just downplay that now. That's a big deal. Congratulations on that for real.
Thank you.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so we it took us like a year to film this project, and it was very challenging for me because it's the first time that I actually get to play like a lead role that
Oh,
is of this type. It's a thriller, which I truly enjoy thrillers now as well because of the film. It's basically about this out of luck guy that is out of luck in love, out of luck in life, basically. And he meets this Latina girl that's in a massage parlor, She was sex trafficked when she was in, a teenager. She was trafficked into the United States from Dominican Republic, and she got older and she wound up in this massage parlor. And he goes in there and he falls in love with her, and tons of amazing, crazy things happen. If you want to watch the film, definitely do so. It's on Amazon right now and on Vudu. And yeah, that's one of my favorite roles right now to date. I do have a couple of projects that are coming out. So Rob is out now. I have another movie called Romeo and Juliet, which is basically inspired by Romeo and Juliet. So it's a
Mm.
twist, a love story about Romeo and Juliet. It just came out. It's on Amazon Prime as well. Another movie is called Better Than My Last. I actually play a villain on that. So I like to play roles like, I don't like to play damsel in distress. I like to play juicy stuff. I need juicy things, flavor. I need sabor in
Right.
my roles. And so Better Than My Last comes out at the end of the week in 2 Vs. It's gonna be really good. I posted a clip in my page as well. So it's there. So I have a couple of things coming out. So I'm really excited.
Okay. Well,
Very excited.
congratulations on that, and we definitely going to be on the lookout. I'm gonna go and check that rub out,
Yes.
definitely as well. Now, Lola,
Oh
talk to
my
me.
gosh.
Talk
Yes.
to me about Lola.
Oh my God, Lola. I had so much fun doing that as well. Um, Lola, we filmed it a couple of years ago, and it's about this girl that wants to be a boxer just like her father. And, a lot of problems happen there. I'm actually her girlfriend. That was the first time that I actually played a lesbian. um,
Okay, so let's stop right there. That's the challenge, right?
that
Okay,
is a challenge,
you
but
know,
like I said, it's always about who are you with, who you're working with,
mhm,
the crew, the actors, all of that. It matters because that's where your comfortability level comes in. Your
right.
understanding level for each other comes in as well. And it was challenging in a way, but after the next 2 days, I felt so good, so comfortable. We were like family. Everybody was in good vibrations, good vibes, and we just wanted to make an amazing movie. We wanted to make it, and we did it, and it's incredible. And there's a Lola too. I'm not in Lola too, but you know,
Right. Let me ask you this though. That's a good one right there. I want to stay there for a minute. Um, so that's a challenge right there. So okay, we are exploring in our acting space.
hmm
What is life outside of it though? Like when we, because what we see as the consumers, um, that does it carry on? When let's just say like me myself, I want to step into this challenging role to play a gay role, and when I'm, clearly not. But at the end of the day, I'm showing range. And then outside of that, I don't know if you probably got a lot of acting friends and stuff
yeah.
like that in that world. Does that carry on? Does it create difficulty in your personal life when you're not at work? Or can you share a little bit of that with us as well?
Yeah, I can share some of that. I think it depends on the type of partner that you have.
Mm,
I think that it's very important to be with someone and create a relationship with someone that is able to support you and understand that what you're doing is your art. It is
right.
something that is your art. And when you're portraying a character, that is a character that you're portraying, and you're doing your work.
Mm,
There's a difference between doing your work and being who you are. I'm totally different, not the same person that you guys see on film at all. At all. Trust me, I'm a goofball. I'm goofy. I'm nerdy. All these other things that you guys might not even know.
right.
So it's about having the right partner, the right support.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, you just said a few things, right? So I was going to ask you to tell us something that we don't know. So now we just learned that you are actually, you goofy, you're
Yeah.
fun. What else don't we know about Jennifer though that would be surprising to us?
Hi. I'm not sure. You know, I tend to be very private, but like I said, I just love to laugh. I love to laugh. I love to learn nerdy things,
Right.
and and that's what it is. I talk to my plants. I don't know if that's weird.
That's not weird.
I talk to my plants. You know, I don't belong to a particular religion. I believe that there is God, that there's a higher being, and that we're all
Right.
part of that. And I just tend to basically just live my life as clean as I can when it comes to my heart and my soul. I do my best to just not have any envy or anger or any negativity towards anyone. And that's the way I live my life, you know. I'm
Right.
trying to do good and be good and spread goodness to people.
How do you how do you balance how do you balance in the entertainment world? You seem to be really in tune with yourself. Um, you seem to be in tune with your spirituality. Um, how do you how do you stay balanced with work and personal life? I know you said that you burn incense, you meditate a lot. Um, how do you? Because I'm asking this because it's so much temptation in our business. You yourself know that we're surrounded by temptation. How do you remain strong in that space to not um, get caught up in all the temptations and all the things that's available for us in this entertainment business? You know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like knowing what your purpose is, knowing what it is that you're doing there, you know, what's your purpose of you being there, having a good support system, people that
Mhm.
are really close to you that you can talk to and express what your thoughts are and how you feel with them. I think that's definitely very important because if you're by yourself and doing it by yourself and you have nobody to talk to, it's going to be a very, very hard challenge and a very, very hard road, you know,
Right,
because we are all faced with challenges. But as long as you know yourself and you have a support system behind you, someone, it doesn't have to be tons of people.
right,
You know, I count friends with one hand, you know, and that's the truth. You know,
right.
I know a lot of people, but friends, just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
much. You know,
yeah.
and
I totally agree
family
with
is
you.
important. I'm a
Same.
family person, so family is important to me. That's
How
how
do
I keep
you
grounded.
how do you how do you use social media to your advantage with your brand? Um, how do you balance that? You know, we was talking in the green room. You know, we were talking about the importance of having that self time and stuff like that too or whatever, but at the same time we still need to, because we are in that space right now of devices the importance of being able to utilize social media to catapult our platforms and really get our brands out there. How effective has social media been to you, because you have a pretty strong following as well?
Yeah, and you know, and shout out to the people that follow me because they interact a lot with me. They really do, and you know, you can see it on my posts how they like it, how they comment, and I truly do deeply appreciate that. Um, it's worked well to my advantage because I'm learning how to balance my personal life from my social media life. I
Right.
don't post too much about my personal life, and social media is mainly focused on my acting, on my career, on my creativity, on my networking, things that I'm trying to do, things that I'm trying to share with people, which is also part of me. My creativity is part of me, my writing is part of me, all of that is part of me. So I share that part of me with social media, and then my personal private life, I share a little bit here and there, but not too much of that, because that is something that I want to keep for me and for myself
Mm.
as well, you know. So
Right. Now that, and it's funny that you say that, because I be having this conversation with my partner all the time. We talk about that all the time with the separation with social media. Yeah, we do know that it's something that we all need to utilize with our brands and stuff like that or whatever. But we always talk about, it's what's for you. You know, do we have to give the world everything of us? You know, do we have to post grandmother in the hospital? Hey guys, pray for it, showing a picture. I mean, like, I just feel like well, some of it's a bit extreme, and I just feel like I don't need to post myself at the gym getting it in, because how am I working out and focusing on getting my workout in? But I'm trying to set my camera up so I can. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
that's just me. I just now, if I am a sports what do you call it, a workout person, then yeah. But I do feel like we should keep some stuff for ourselves, because I miss the mystique in the business.
hmm
You know, I miss that mystique. You know, we don't know. We want to know what Jennifer has going on or whatever, and then you might give us a little teaser or something like that or whatever to keep the expense, the expense it's going or whatever. I just feel like everything is just like so out there now. You know,
yeah. Some people use social media to just vent out and share all of their lives. That's something that they're comfortable with. To me, there's a purpose for it. There's a purpose to
right,
social media. It's not only to share part of you, but also if we're doing it in this business, is to follow up with the business to showcase people that follow you that are interested in knowing what you are or what you're doing. And that's what I use it mainly for. Um, you know, I do share some of my personal life and stuff like that, like maybe in my stories, but some people like to share more than what they should, and that's just a lesson that they need to learn in their own time.
right,
you know
right.
so
I like that.
yeah.
So now, is it anybody that you would love to work with, whether it's director, another actress, actor? Like, who would you love to work with?
God, I would love to work with Salma Hayek. Definitely would love to work with her, with Kerry Washington, Viola Davis. I have a list. Of. Are you kidding me? I just have so many women, powerful women that I would love just to be in their presence and share some type of limelight with them, because they're so powerful and so positive as well when it comes into the industry. And I truly do enjoy them. And they're just very talented. They're very talented.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's been the best piece of advice that any actor, director, or anybody in the business has given you that stuck with you, that you've actually applied?
I had quite a few, but one that two that I learned was no one is gonna come to rescue you.
Mm,
No one is gonna come to rescue you. So if you want to be put out there and be called into castings, you're gonna have to do that yourself. You have to get your butt up and go and do it, because nobody's gonna do that to you. Also, a closed mouth never gets fed. So if you don't open your mouth and talk about what it is that you want to do, things that you're comfortable with, like I mentioned before on set, then nobody's gonna know. I mean, you want to be an actor, then express that and say that and put it out there in the universe so that you can attract that, and put it into action, because nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And that's always stuck with me, and I've learned that, and I've networked for so many years, and I've been here and I've been there, and I shook so many hands and created a good network of people that I know very well. And it makes me happy when, like, on this film festival, there were quite a few of them there that I've connected for many years, and we created kind of like a report together. Community is important, especially in the film industry. Community is very important. So
right, right. I definitely totally agree with you. Totally, 100% with that. Those relationships are so important in this
mhm.
business, and it could definitely get you catapulted and get you in the right rooms to meet the right
Yes.
people. So that's really important to maintain those type of relationships. I definitely learned that along the way on my journey as well, and have great relationships with a lot of amazing people that I've met in this business as well. So I definitely agree with you on that.
And you get to work on your own projects with them. They're like,
Exactly.
hey, I'm working on this project. Let's do it. You want to be part? Yeah, let's go. Let's get it done. Let's do
Right.
it. Let's have some fun. You
Right.
know.
Any let's take time right now to give some flowers out. You have amazing support team, your
Mhm.
staff, everybody that you're working with or whatever. Let's get some flowers out. Anybody you want to give flowers out to, your family, friends.
Yeah.
Let's shout them out right now and show them
Oh
some.
my goodness. I want to give flowers to, uh, well, my man. He has been very supportive of me. He's been to other film festivals with me this year.
Oh
I've
wow.
been dragging him everywhere, and he's just there. He supports me. He's quiet about it, and then he tells me what he thinks later on, and I just really appreciate that support from him. I think it's important, like I said, to have the right partner.
Right.
Um, my friends from the film industry, Tanya, Shari, Yasin, all my other friends, they always are there for me, supporting me. These are women that are creating their own venue, their own line in the industry, and they're taking me with them, and they give me sister love, and I love that. And my family, of course, my family is always there cheering me on. So, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. Now let's put those social platforms out there in ways that people can follow you, or any information that you can put out there for people that's trying to attend some workshops that you may be a part of, or let's just put the information out there where people can actually connect with you for advice or
Mhm.
anything. Let's put that out there.
Yeah, I am very active in my Instagram account, and I use my poet name, which is Yenny Love with a Y. So I am Yenny Love at in Instagram. I am Jenny Love, and you can find me there, and I'm very responsive in it as well. So that's the best way to reach out to me.
Absolutely. Now, as we are wrapping up now, this was a fan question here. They asked, can we get a slice of some spoken word art from you? If you have something in the ready.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let me something quick. Um, I want to put your name in sugar and honey so that I can keep your sweetness with me always. I am what you asked the universe for, and you are what I asked the universe to give to me. Then why don't we just be? Why don't you show me your emotions? Because when I look at the pupils of your eyes, they are dilating. Like if you've taken a drug that has taken you to another world beyond your comprehension. And I can see it on the rise of your chest when you take the deepest breath that compresses your diaphragm. Your heart in a diastolic, systolic battle, proliferation of blood in your red bone marrow, and I can sense your vessels constricting and expanding, rushing red blood cells through every limb of your body like catastrophic waves, urging and splashing into your face just to make your cheekbones red. And that's it.
Oh my God. What? What? Listen, guys, this is exclusive, okay? Now already stop playing games. The Vibe Show is where it is. You just heard it right there. An exclusive piece right there from my friend Jenny, right there. Put it down right there. That was amazing. Wow.
It's been a while.
Wow. So have you ever put together any spoken word audio books or anything like that we can maybe pick up?
I am actually working on that. I'm working on an audio visual project right now. So be on the lookout for that because I'm definitely working intensively on it. So it's coming out soon.
Well, I know one thing. Whenever you get ready to release that thing, you need to come back over to the Vibe Show because I know we on the media list right now when you're making your
Yes.
runs. So
I
I'm not
love
even worried about that. You know what I mean? We definitely want to be in the loop on anything that you got going on. That's
it.
projects, some of your spoken word projects that you're going to be getting ready to put out. We
Yes.
definitely want to be in the loop on all that stuff or whatever to continue the push of the brand and to continue to just catapult you out there, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And as we close out, for anybody that may be going through a tough time in life right now, maybe in a dark place, maybe thinking about giving up on that career, just not really feeling it or whatever, not inspired. Can you give them some words of
Yeah.
uplift and inspiration before we close out?
Yeah. I can say that prayer works. Prayer definitely works. That is something that everyone should try and do every day, whether you wake up in the morning, whether you are going to sleep at night. Try doing a little prayer and definitely ask for what you want. Whether it's healing, whether it's guidance, whether it's trying to find your purpose, whether it's trying to find who you are, prayer will help you and guide you. Prayer and meditation.
Prayer and meditation, guys. Y'all heard it right there. Definitely from the one and only Jennifer Figuereo,
You
right there.
got it.
Right there. Thank you so much for that inspiration. I'm pretty sure that definitely touched somebody out there that need to hear that or whatever. Once again, let's put those social platforms out there again for anybody that's trying to follow or connect with you.
Yes, on Instagram, I am Jenny Love with a Y. That's it.
And it is on the scroll down at the bottom. Guys, look, I want to thank you so much again from on behalf of me and the entire team. We just want to say thank you so much, and we are wishing you more blessings, more success in your career, and with everything that you are doing right now, and everything that you're going to be doing in the future. We can't wait to get you back on here again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, guys. It's the Vibe Show 97.9 with the special guest, Jennifer Figueroa. Listen, y'all make sure that y'all go and follow her right now. And listen, remember, following the Vibe Show 97.9. Shame on you. Shame on you. Make sure that y'all go and follow the Vibe Show 97.9. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those bell notifications. More exclusive interviews coming up. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in, man. Love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Woo!